So I'm not ashamed to admit that I made a pretty stupid mistake when I set this tank up. These dividers that I got, they're very well made. They're flush against the glass. The problem is you have to adjust these little binders on the side of them. And I forgot to do that when I set this tank up, and when it was cycled and ready for the male bettas to go in, the brothers actually ended up going right through the dividers. They actually slide from the sides, and I forgot to adjust that when I set the tank up. This is your standard 20-gallon long Aquatic tank, which is what these dividers are recommended for, but because I was so busy working on the airlines and scaping the actual tank itself, I got sidetracked and I forgot about adjusting them. So that was completely my fault. And like I said, they got to each other pretty good. And I've had this happen in the past. They do heal right back up if you keep their water nice and clean, which is what I'm trying to do. I know that the tank itself looks very dusty, but that's because of the SafeTsorb. It takes a while, a couple of water changes, and the SafeTsorb will eventually settle down to the bottom of the tank. You can see all that dust everywhere, especially on the pearlweed. But for the most part, these are healthy males. They're building bubble nests. Fred just destroyed his earlier. I don't know what was going on with him. I feel really bad that that happened. Like I said, it is my mistake, but I'm not ashamed to admit that I make mistakes in the fish hobby. And you learn from them. This is actually my first time using these dividers, and I absolutely love them. It's just that, like I said, in the moments of scaping and trying to make things look pretty, I forgot about the safety of my bettas. And I now feed just live and frozen foods to all my bettas. You'll see some of them have stringy looking poop like that. And that's just because they're transitioning from eating flake food to frozen and live food. It happens a lot. I have breeding stock of bettas in the rack next to me, but that's for another video. But anyways, I can see a big difference in a lot of my bettas. Even these older guys, he's at least 3 years old now. Believe it or not, this guy's a little bit older. He was born in November 2018. This guy was born, I believe, a little bit after him. I got them locally. I had never planned on actually breeding Commander up here, but I did want to breed Fred, and that's where all those fry came from. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm going to be doing a lot more water changes, hopefully, to get that SafeTsorb nice and settled into that substrate so it doesn't look so dusty. It doesn't look bad at all since I've set it up. It's just I want to make sure everybody's nice and healthy. And yeah, let me go ahead and feed them. I know they're waiting on their food. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.